Hello, I'm Jeff Olson. I'm the owner-operator of Olson Ironworks up in northern Minnesota, and I'm a blacksmith artist. I get a lot of questions about how to get into blacksmithing, and so I was going to make this video to maybe give some people some advice and maybe avoid the mistakes that I've made on my journey of being a blacksmith. If I look off to the side here, I got some notes, so make sure I don't get off track. First of all, I think you can't really view blacksmithing as a hobby. If you look at it as a hobby, then it's just going to be a hobby. You're not going to you'll probably have fun at it, but you're not going to get further down the road than you'd like. I use the analogy of a Hell's Angel. Hell's Angels aren't Hell's Angels from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. You know, they're fully committed to being a Hell's Angel 24/7, 365 days a year. The second thing I tell people is you can't really be afraid of looking bad when you start out blacksmithing. I always ask people, hey, did you look good learning how to ride a bike? Nobody looks good learning something new. So get over it, get rid of the fear, and just start working your craft. I also highly recommend finding a metalworking club or a blacksmith club. The best way to do that is to go to the Abana site and go through that website and look for clubs that are in your state or in your area. And if you don't live in the United States, just find a club. And there's a lot of people at these clubs, a lot of smiths with a lot of experience, and they'd love nothing better than to talk about their craft and show you how to do things. And if there isn't a club in your area, maybe you should think about starting one, finding some people with like mind. With the internet and the social media right now, everybody's connected, so it shouldn't be hard to find other people of interest. One of the biggest things I think is I highly recommend you learn how to hammer the right way. It's something I didn't because number one, I didn't have a mentor and I wasn't involved in a club till about a year or 2 years into my smithing. Smithing is hard work and it beats you up. So learning how to hammer the right way will prolong your ability to keep doing your craft. Yuri Hoffe is an Israeli blacksmith, and if you can get a hold of his hammer or get a hold of his videos and watch how to hammer, I tell you what, as soon as I started doing his technique, it took me about 2 weeks, but a lot of the pain in my wrist and my neck and things went away. And I've started smithing late in the game. I'm 46, so whatever you can do to prolong your love, the best thing you can do is learn how to do it the right way. Also, get a gas forge as soon as you can. Save your pennies, sell your video games, get a gas forge. I know they're kind of expensive, about $500, but all the older smiths that I was talking to, they said, Jeff, get a forge, get a gas forge, you'll never go back. I love using a coal forge, and I started out on a coal forge. It was a 100-year-old coal forge. There's a different magic to using coal as there is to gas, but I think nobody ever regrets getting a gas forge. Here's something, stay focused on your craft. Your money, your time should go to metalsmithing. Don't get distracted. I know it's easy to get distracted and spend money on other things, but to get your tools and your equipment and get your gas forge, just put all your time and energy, stay focused on getting that done. You know, that's what's important. The last thing I think I could tell you to do is get your art out there. I once asked a famous artist, I said, hey, what advice do you got for a young artist? He just simply said, just keep making your art and putting it out there. And the best way to do that is online. I tell people all the time, I sell metalwork all over the country and all over the world right now, and I've done work for the Animal Planet, Blizzard Entertainment, which creates the World of Warcraft games, and I live in a very small town and I got a really small shop, so it's kind of amazing that people can find me. Get Gary Vaynerchuck's book called Crush It. He's an internet guru right now and he's a young fella. I'll put the link to it down below in the description box. It's a very thin book, you could probably read it in a day or 2 days, but the advice he gives you in there is a lot of free information about how to get a free blog. I had to learn how to do this on my own too, but luckily everything's kind of plug and play with WordPress, Tumblr, Blogger, and I just started putting pictures of my work online and talking about my work. People will find it. It's just kind of amazing that way. That's about it right now. If you have any questions, I'm pretty easy to find. I get emails from people all over the world asking me advice on metalworking, and I take time to talk to you folks. So I'm just nobody special. I love the craft of metalworking, and just like these older guys now, I want to see other people get into it too and have fun at it. So if you have questions, go ahead and try to find me. My website's olsonironworks.com, and all my contact information is on there. So I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thanks for your time.